What's going on, man?
Nothing.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Nothing. Another week. Guys, when you're listening, we ain't done the intro yet because Spence is on the phone. But keep voting for Screen Nation Award. By the time this comes out, you will have a day to keep voting.
When's the actual ceremony?
Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday. Yeah. So I'm going to go to that and I'll fly down to Davido concert. Are you against that?
I never knew you had a concert until now.
You didn't know Davido had a concert?
No.
Sorry.
I'm not really in tune with the Afrobeat world, my friend.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not really in tune still. I'm not really in tune.
Cole's got a new song dropping.
Where is it? Adoju?
No, Cole. He's got a new song dropping.
Yeah, you know what? I saw the little promo artwork. What's it called?
Is it Middle Child or something?
Middle Child.
Yeah.
I think it's dropping.
It's today.
Oh, today? Is it out?
I know it's 9 o'clock their time over there.
Okay.
Which means by tomorrow morning it
know what?
will come out.
I'm only looking forward to it because of all the
Revenge.
Dreamville revenge hype.
Yeah.
And
You don't like J. Cole, do you?
What? I love J. Cole.
How come you're only looking forward to it because of that?
Because
guys, we will talk about football as well.
In recent times,
Spence come back.
He's gone in a different direction that's kind of bored me.
No, I love his last album.
What, for your eyes only?
No.
Oh no.
KOD.
KOD I liked.
Yeah.
For your eyes only was a bore fest.
But I'm like a stan. So.
But I know you're a stan. But no, Cole, out of the new generation, like the Drakes, the Kendricks, Cole's my favorite.
I shout out album cuts.
Shout out album cuts. Shout out me, it's after 7. You know what I mean?
Get me on all these podcasts. Album cuts. You want to hear more about music, guys? We will talk about football. I'm literally just waiting for Spence to,
if you want to hear about
finish this call.
Hip hop, in-depth conversations about music, rappers, all that type of shit, check out my podcast, Album Cuts, iTunes, Spotify, Soundcloud, and on YouTube as well. The latest episode, we discussed our top 10 Rick Ross songs, greatest catalogs, greatest album runs, DMX,
bruv, relax, man.
Cam, Jewels,
Fam, relax.
Wheezy, a whole bunch
just
of shit.
edit all of this out.
No, don't be a pagan.
I just edit all of this
Don't
out.
be a pagan,
You're
man.
doing too much, man.
We're pagan. What are we saying? Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Spence, I'm going to give him one more minute in there.
Fam, let's get to the topics, bruv.
What topics?
Football, innit? That's why I'm hearing it. Transfers.
Guys, this is Big Man Yus, by the way.
Big Man
We got him here today. Lamin is moving house. So
and I'm only here, I just found out now because they had another guest who cancelled, so he just subbed me in last second.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I know.
Last second. Yeah.
I know.
When I heard he couldn't come, don't worry, that's a good guest as well. Don't worry. We've already rescheduled. It's penciled in.
Who was it again?
Pogba.
Oh, what? Whoa. Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
No, we don't have Pogba on, don't worry.
Which one, bro?
But yeah, I forgot. Wait, did you hear about the footballer? On the
plane? So his plane's crashed, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And
did you hear the WhatsApp message? His last one?
No.
He put a voice note in the group saying he can't wait to start with Cardiff tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that it's mad, he's been working hard, but he's on a plane that looks like it will fall apart. And then
that's what he said.
Yeah, the plane looks like it will fall apart.
So why did he get on it in the first place?
It's a plane. You don't actually expect these things to happen. And then he said, what do you call it? Yeah, if you don't hear from me in an hour and a half, obviously that's how long the flight was. Then send someone to look for me, and then it ends by him just saying, "I'm scared."
Oh wow,
crazy, isn't it?
Oh wow, I haven't really read into the story, so I don't know the details. What club was he coming from?
Nantes.
I think. Okay.
I think it's Nantes.
It's just him and the pilot. That's it.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
But I heard before he was going, it took 3 or 4 times to actually get going because there was a faults or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie.
Trust me. After that first time, after one suspect bump, I'm gone.
From time he's on a plane and he's saying, "Oh, this plane was gonna fall apart," that means he already knew from all the false starts and prior to getting on that. You know what? This plane looks a bit dodgy. You know,
bruh. 3 or 4 attempts to go.
I would have got off.
I would have. Especially you're getting bought for 80 million. If you say, "Look, I'm taking my own way,"
I would have got off. I said, Eurostar, please. You know what I mean?
This is it.
And the thing is, it's just going from France to the UK. It's not like a long haul flight. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Let me knock on this.
No.
Just open.
No, bruv, he's doing management business, bruv.
He could do this anytime. Basically, Spencer's on the phone doing last minute transfer dealings.
Fam, you acting like me, you can't talk about football.
Huh? What do you mean?
Bro, Spence will come out when he comes out, innit?
Fam, Spence is the light of this podcast, you know.
He's the what?
He's the light of this podcast.
He's the light.
Yeah.
Okay. Why can't you be the light?
Without Spence,
Why can't you be the light?
we're all irrelevant.
Rate yourself, bruv.
We're all irrelevant.
Be confident in your own in your own ability.
Okay, we don't say yeah on this podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, here he is.
Who are ya? Who are
Here
ya?
he is. Flipping mug.
Bro, this guy lost without you, boy.
Who?
He's lost without you. Oh, knock on the door, man. Oh, come on, Spence. Oh. I'm like, let's talk, innit?
You know when you talk with like football with these guys, like it's just like, oh, who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? They're the only conversations you have with them.
Why is it always
Okay.
like that?
I was like, prick, that's why.
You know what I mean? Come on, don't come for Big Man Yus like that, bro.
Yo, Counter Attack podcast with myself, Daps.
Spence.
Lamin.
Nah, but they know it's not that.
I'm joking, obviously.
From when you ain't even done the
Nah,
get me?
sometimes you're not in the
suit.
in the three-piece suit, bro.
Oh, no, I forget, we've been recording it. Big Man Yus.
Oh, big one, yeah. So, love for joining us.
No worries, man.
Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, follow the Instagram. YouTube, Spotify,
Everywhere.
iTunes, everywhere. Just keep subscribing, keep liking, keep getting back to us, keep the feedback going. Hashtag Counter Attack podcast. Again, keep voting. Screen Nation. You know, let's take this award home. We're going on Sunday, by the way.
What's the details?
I'll send them in a group later.
What's the date? Sunday, 20.
It's Sunday. You didn't say the
Seven.
date. It's Sunday.
No, I need to make sure. Yeah, no, I'm there. What time? Nothing. We don't know.
About 5,
Do I need to get a haircut?
probably.
Why?
In fact, no. If
Nah,
you're
you're
comfortable,
fine,
if you're comfortable, yeah, forget that.
I'm good in it.
And wear that.
What this?
No, legit. Wear what you want.
Oh, come on. You think I would always wear what I want?
Yeah, you can't be controlled in it.
No, it's not even that. I just like to feel comfortable.
I hear that still.
That's what it's about.
I hear that still. But yeah. Have I missed anything? No.
Nah.
Keep liking, subscribing, sharing, and all of that.
Yeah, no, that's everything, innit?
What's actually happened this week? Nothing really.
That plane went missing.
We're
Yeah,
literally
we're
just
chatting
talking about that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes me want to cry, man.
It's mad, isn't it?
But do you think, yeah, like, proper side note, do you think in this day and age, a plane can just go missing?
It sounds mad, doesn't it?
Like, it's an aeroplane.
Did you hear what his wife said?
Gone.
Or his girlfriend, whatever. She's just like, this needs to be investigated. The football mafia have done something, basically.
Bro, it's an aeroplane.
No, but at the
Mafia.
same time, he sent a voice note
Yeah.
to his group, and we were saying this before.
I heard, yeah, about
Have you heard it?
the plane.
The plane looks like it will fall apart, and that if you don't hear from me in an hour and a half, then whatever. But then he said, "I'm scared," and then the voice note ended.
But I don't, it's a plane, man. I don't know. It just went off radar.
Yeah, hearing the plane crashed or is missing in this day and age is like, how?
Like,
Like-
look at the things that like they can do in this world.
Yeah.
Like drones that can go.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like I can send a drone from here to the next country, or we got cameras in space and stuff like that. But there's a part of Earth that we can't see.
Yeah.
Like when the plane just goes here.
And it's in the English
Oh no!
Yeah,
channel, right?
No, I think they said they just lost contact with it.
It says it went off the radar. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
because it's probably crashed, didn't it?
Oh, is that what I mean? It went off the radar. Is that what this? I thought they
It
just
said
lost
it went off the
communication.
radar. Like so, whoever when they're watching it on the thing, I'm assuming like it's just not there no more.
That can't happen.
Bruv, and it's only up the road. No, like where
No,
is it?
I was telling him, it's up the road.
Guernsey or Jersey
Yeah.
or wherever. Them waters there. Like that's
Did you ever play against? Guernsey?
nah. Thank God, no.
Oh, worst one ever.
I don't need to go into an island to play someone.
Yeah, it was flipping
That's
long.
all
Man.
long, man.
How come you never got to play against them? Oh, just different leagues all the
Just
time.
different
innit?
leagues. Yeah.
I played against them twice.
What away?
Yeah, crazy, innit?
Nah,
To getting on a plane and then
yeah, all of that.
Oh.
That's long, man. Especially if you lose.
No, we lost.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
We lost one time and won the other one. No, we drew the other one. But they got mad fan base. You know they're all internationals as well.
Yeah, but because there's only, I'd imagine that's the only team there, innit?
What, Guernsey? Yeah, and they
Like
all,
on the island, that's probably the only thing, innit?
and they all play for not all of them, but most of them. You got some people who play football in actual England and that. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, better than play internationals. So you just see them playing against Faroe Islands and all
Is
that.
it? That's sick,
Yeah.
man.
Crazy, isn't it? It's mad how they'd been in like our leagues. Think about it. We don't even get teams from like Dover and that.
It's a weird one. I don't know why they're there, to be fair. But
And whenever they come across, they always lose.
it's the travel. You try and travel a day, like if you're not used to it, and try and do that. That's long, bro.
Mad fan base. Something happened, man. Flipping totally forgot.
When?
I was going to talk about something.
What, Arsenal and Chelsea?
No. Thank you very much. Bielsa.
Oh, honestly, you know, like he's changed my proper. I had to look at myself in the mirror. Nah, Mike, man.
You know about the
Don't
Bielsa?
call
Who's
yourself
this?
a coach.
The Leeds manager.
No, what happened?
Like the preparation he puts into matches and everything, and
No,
him sending people to spy.
You know, like, do
Or
you hear about
traded.
all the spying stuff with like Leeds?
I heard about that. Yeah,
With Derby.
Yeah.
And they found one of the spies
yeah.
on the thing.
Briefly heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so then obviously, like, everyone's kind of like, oh my God, it's like bad sportsmanship, it's this,
Yeah.
that, the other. So then he just was like, we're having a press conference.
Yeah.
So
He
like
just
rumors
let
was
it
going
all
around.
out.
They were like, maybe he might resign because of
Yeah.
all this and that. And he just done a 20-minute PowerPoint presentation,
Yeah.
like basically saying like you can investigate, but me sending someone to watch him doesn't really give me an edge.
Yeah.
And then he just shows you in depth how in depth he goes.
Okay.
So it was like, he'll show like he gets up Derby and he shows like their last few games, so then they can go in and look at, okay, like is there like a pattern in terms of like they win a couple, then if they lose, do they lose a couple?
Yeah.
Going through each game,
It's
like
so-
how they play in
it's so
midfield. So
intense.
yeah, they play 3 in midfield in this game, but it was with these 3 players. But then in this game, they done 3 in midfield, but this player was here and there. Like you looked at it and it's just like, fucking hell.
Bloody hell, that's a lot. Of
Yeah,
detail.
nah, it's
And
so
he's
deep,
in
yeah.
the championship and he took it to a next level. I looked at it and I thought, nah,
You know what? I want him to get promoted just for that.
they were always going to. From the time he went there, they were going to get promoted.
No. I thought they'd compete, but you can never know with championship. It's mad how that level of football, that quality of football is getting played in championship.
It's, there's a few teams in the championship.
Like Derby actually played good football as well, you know.
I'd imagine. To be
Lampard's
fair.
doing. Ashley Cole's gone there.
Yeah, that's massive for them, bro.
Love it.
He's gone where? Derby.
Ashley
Yeah.
Cole's gone down.
Oh, has he?
Yeah,
Never knew that.
That's sick, bro.
Fam.
Imagine you're a Derby left back kid. You're buzzing.
just learn from Ashley Cole.
Like Cash
England's best ever. You know what?
What more?
He
do
might
you
actually
need,
be England's best ever player. You know,
bro? No, he is. I
What?
think
What?
he
Best
is.
ever player, full stop, or best ever left back?
he might actually be one of.
I think he's the
England's
best.
best
Yeah,
ever
one
player.
of
Nah.
the best.
There's even.
I think he's the best.
No, there's
personally.
even
Why?
things
Why is that?
for him to be the best.
Just because he consistently performed.
Fam, nobody was better than him.
Like for Arsenal, he consistently performed. For Chelsea, whatever, Champions League, in the league.
Oh, you mean the Prem, or you mean for England?
No, I mean
For
no.
England.
I'm saying
I
like
mean for
that,
England.
but I'm saying when he went away to
Yeah.
tournaments,
Yeah. He
for me, he was always like stand up.
Can you remember that game when it was just him against Ronaldo?
Yeah,
and
Portugal,
was it
2004 Euros,
And he just
quarterfinal.
locked him
Unreal.
up.
But every tournament, I remember after specifically 2010 in South Africa, and England was so shit. But Ashley Cole was probably the only player who come away with any credibility. But always for England, you can always tell, yeah. Like if you say, how many bad games did he have? Like he had that little transition period where because he was a striker, then he's a wide man, then he went left back. Initially when he come through,
Do you know
and
what?
he was learning his trade.
Everyone-
But you know, once he
settled
found
in,
it,
yeah.
he just went like that.
Do
And
you
then
know
when he
what?
went to Chelsea, he actually got better.
Do you know what?
He did actually.
Thing is, at Arsenal, he was already one of he was probably the best left back in England.
No, but then
And
he
then-
went
and then
Chelsea
he
and he
got-
just went
yeah.
to a next level.
But when you think of bad Ashley Cole moments, it's probably only when Ronaldo sat him.
Yeah, when he done the splits.
Yeah, that's literally anyone.
But this is what I'm
anyone
saying. But
thinks
that was during that kind of that period where he was becoming a good defender. But the only time I proper remember him getting ruined,
towards the end of his England career.
when
And they were saying Bain's over him. And
where
that.
was not even that, because when they brought Baines in was stupid because he still had it. He was still the best for me.
And he took Baines and Shaw over.
Nonsense.
No, was it Shaw?
It was because then Shaw got the move to United after that.
Imagine that
Hodgson,
for a
madman.
tournament.
There was one game, I think, was it Chelsea and I can't remember now. No, not Chelsea, sorry. Roma. He was at Roma, wasn't he?
Oh yeah,
Roma and Bayern Munich and Iron Robben. I watched it and it made me scared, like probably give him the runaround. It was like later in his career, but other than that, I don't remember him.
I can't
getting
see him
moved
going
to-
championship and getting finished. Like I think he's still going to excel
Well,
in championship.
he's what, 30?
38.
He's 38 now.
Yeah,
His head's like just too far ahead of it, I reckon.
yeah.
And I don't imagine in America he was getting like pushed as much as
They offered him a
as
new
you
contract
think
in
he would.
America as well. They released him and then offered him a new one.
Why?
I think once they released him and they couldn't find a suitable replacement, but then they offered less money. that he was
See,
on
that's
as
what
well.
everyone's like. Ashley, man, he don't get the ratings he deserves, bruv. If he was
So-
gone,
Where'd you put him then? As England's like...
You know what? The funny thing is, if you would have asked me this conversation without bringing up his name, he wouldn't have even came up.
Really?
or who would be your top then? Would you say?
My top ever English player. Well, international or just an English player, full stop.
Yeah, it's two different questions, isn't it?
Why is that?
Like an English player who played in the Prem or an international. So just based on their international career or their club career.
I just just English player. I don't know.
Just English player.
Yeah.
My favourite English player is Ian Wright. But, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Who would you
Shout
put
out,
there?
right, Ian
Who would you
Wright.
put there as like the best English player?
The best English player.
Not your favourite.
That's a tough one, you know.
You know what? In my generation, it might actually be Ashley Cole, you know?
It's a tough one.
It is actually cool.
Like, it
tough
might actually not, because I'm a big Scholes fan.
You know what? Scholes is a good
I'm
shout.
a big...
But did Scholes perform
I hear what you're saying.
at the level like this for United and for club and country?
Okay, for
over a
club.
prolonged
for club,
period.
yes.
No, I know, but that's why Ashley Cole for me stands out from them, because he done that
Yeah.
for club and country in a team where a lot of your big players or world class players were never able to reproduce
yeah.
their club form,
And
or at
excel.
least do it consistently.
Yeah.
But he done it. But because he was Ashley and he's black and you know what I mean,
Cheryl Cole. And
Cheryl Cole and
she's still got his surname, isn't it?
nah, she dropped it out.
I think she dropped it.
Oh, she got married again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Ashley don't get he doesn't really get the
credit.
the credit he should.
Yeah, because of all the stuff that happened in the media with obviously the Cheryl Cole thing, then the whole Arsenal thing.
Then there was
the
a
book
Master
and-
Steps thing. Oh, no, that was Penn, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing though, Ashley Cole's had a lot of
Yeah.
That was-
No, he
lot
has,
of,
but
run-ins with the media. So
no, he has, but you got like Wayne Rooney's probably had more.
No, he hasn't.
100%.
Wayne
yes.
Rooney had sex with a
No,
granny.
he's had one consistent narrative his whole career, which is
but
he fucks
it
on
comes up
birds.
time and time
No,
again.
no.
Ashley Cole had, first of all, he had the whole
Go on.
Arsenal to Chelsea debacle about the book. The book he
Yeah,
wrote.
but I don't think that's really a
No,
massive
but
issue.
with Arsenal fans, it was.
No, but in the grand scheme of your
So then,
image in the media,
so
that's not a big
then
thing.
he became an enemy to us.
Yeah,
Then,
Arsenal.
then he broke the heart of Britain's sweetheart, Cheryl Cole. Then he had all
God
the.
knows why.
Then he
But
had
go on.
all the. I saw he had some gay allegations as well
Yeah, I did hear that.
with Pennon and who else?
Yeah,
was he part of
was
that
it-
then?
I think
He
it
was-
was. I
he
think it was in the
I
mix.
thought I just made that up.
No, his name was in and amongst it, but I don't know if it's true.
And also, he's quiet. Don't really speak out. He's not at the forefront of things, so it's easy to pin things on him because he don't speak out and say, "Oh, that never happened. That never happened." So
But-
it's like
but
we believe everything that was
Talk
said.
about Rooney. Go on. Talk
but
about
Rooney, yeah. All right, so he chopped the granny,
Yeah,
yeah. When Colleen was pregnant with whichever son it
he
was.
chopped the granny
He
again.
was or he chopped a prostitute.
And he was in the Beetle.
He got caught the other day in a car.
In the Beetle.
He got done for smoking and pissing.
I
He got
swear he was
he got done the other day for drink driving.
Yeah.
He got done. Remember after
Well, there's Spence. There's a clear answer to this question.
gone.
It's because he's white.
No, I know.
Yeah, of course. But like,
Clear-
He's white.
No, massively.
Yeah,
But it's like it's poor because if you look at Rooney,
yeah.
like, and obviously people are gonna say, oh, but he scored X amount of goals. But I'm talking about performances. His performances
All
were
right.
better than
All right. So
Wayne Rooney.
Rio Ferdinand versus Ashley Cole. Then.
Ashley Cole.
Ashley. I don't think that's close, you know.
I don't think
I don't
anyone.
think that's close.
I'm like, because I'm thinking when he come on the scene, first tournament was 2002. Last tournament was 2020. Did he go 2012? 2010 or 2012? But during that whole period, he was fire.
You know what?
Uh,
You know what?
yeah, hold the ball.
Your top three English players.
Top three.
Yeah, let me say mine first, actually. Cole, Scholes. No, this ain't in any order.
Yeah.
Cole, Scholes, and Rio.
You know what? I never really thought about this question before. You know, I'm not that into England.
No, but England had some. You know when you really look at England,
So
we
I-
had some.
so-
they
yeah.
had some players,
There's some good
some
Premiership players.
proper good players.
Good Premiership.
But when they
players.
come together, do you think that's a management thing, or do you think
No,
it's
they-
just that they're just not good enough to come
they-
away from their teams? And
they had good Premiership players, but they just didn't have enough to go to the next level.
but that's
I
what I'm
think-
saying. So let's say it was this day and age now you had those players. Gareth Southgate, the same, going to a tournament with those players? Do you think he could make it work with them, or is it just a thing where they're just not good enough?
No, I don't think he could, personally. And the only reason I say that is because I think now we're like Southgate's been in or he had been in the English system for a while. So like he done the 21s for a bit. So he kind of knows a lot of the players and he's worked with the players. So some of the boys that he's got in and amongst it now, he would have worked with them in some capacity. So there's a little bit of what's that word when you know someone? There's a little rapport like already built up there.
Rapport.
And a lot of the younger players would have played with each other.
But even with the
played with each other at a time where
even that golden generation, a lot of them would have played with each other.
But playing they would have played younger in a time where the
under 21 wasn't really looked at.
Not necessarily looked at, but when they were like getting educated football wise, it was different as these kids would have been educated, where it's more being comfortable on the ball and using your brain as opposed to like blood and guts type thing.
Yeah, Brent, can I use that? Yeah. So
hold on, they didn't want to see that. I think it was a documentary interview with either Rio or was it just Gerrard or Lampard talking about how they couldn't separate the club.
I think that was Rio.
I think
was
that
it Rio and Lampard on BT Sport?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when they all linked up for
I think that's
national
stupid.
matches, they
And
couldn't.
it was
it was like clicks, innit?
yeah,
Little
yeah.
clicks.
I think that's stupid.
You know what I mean?
No, to be honest, that just shows that they put their club before.
Yeah, I think that was the whole point of the documentary, that they all put their club before
Yeah.
the country.
I think that's like that's a massive like culture thing as well, which it's a big culture thing, and it shows as well a little bit of is unprofessionalism the word?
A little bit,
Maybe.
yeah, a little bit.
Because you look at like
Is that Bluetooth
I've
thing?
seen like in the El Clasicos,
Yeah,
No,
like
like
some of them Barca and Real man,
yeah,
like, looking to kill each other.
yeah. But then when
Like
you get to
Sergio
Spain,
Ramos
link
is
up.
coming for man.
Yeah,
But then when they link up, they're best friends.
yeah, it's true.
But then they're able to, when they go there, it's like, no.
Who's this? Ramos and Piqué.
Like, Ramos, no, but the Spain team on the whole,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
majority of it, that really successful
Real
team
and
is
Barca.
built up of those two. But when they played each other, you think they hated each other. But when they come to their country, it was like, nah, we're Spanish or we're playing for Spain.
Go on, top three.
I don't know if I can just think, because I'm trying to think of who done it in the tournaments as well. Ashley's definitely.
it's
up
hard
there,
to pick
obviously.
England players because they just underperformed all the time. So it's
Yeah.
like, who do I really choose?
I think I would go with. It's hard. See, because I like Scholes, so I'd put Scholes in.
Yeah, I
there.
like Scholes too.
But I'd need to. I don't know if I'm not putting anyone in. Like,
Oh.
but then someone like Alan Shearer, for example, who
Legend.
I wasn't a massive Shearer fan, but you can't knock what he done. Like
It's
he
true.
went like World Cup '98, he got goals. Euro 2000,
you know what?
he got some
You know what?
goals.
I'm gonna
Euro
pick
'96, he got
Shearer
goals.
is sick, but you know,
Gascoigne.
I've never really liked Shearer, you know.
I don't really like him, but you can't.
Like, no, but you can't
Gascoigne
knock it,
and,
but I don't know.
And like he's someone like, so he done his thing in the Prem, but internationally, like, you know what I mean?
Who's
He was getting
before?
his goals as well.
I was about to say before Rooney, who was the record goal scorer? Shearer
No,
or
I think
Lineker?
It was Lineker. But that's a bit before my time.
Lineker
I
was
don't remember
apparently
him.
a mad goal scorer, bro. I don't really know anything about him.
I seen
Yeah,
like
it was a bit before our time, innit?
yeah, I seen like clips and videos and stuff. But yeah, it's a
And
hard one.
he retired early, innit?
I don't even know.
I'm not
so
sure.
if I start
No, he
playing
did.
like something,
Did he?
like a
For
video,
a toe injury.
will it just come
Is
out
it?
anyway 'cause it's
Yeah.
Bluetooth?
For a toe.
No, he did.
Go on, what's your you said yours. No, did you finish yours?
No, that's something it's something I can't just. I'd have to have a proper think about it. But I know for sure Ashley's in there.
You want to put Rio Adams?
Um,
You hear Adams?
no, but you see, like for someone like Adams, he played Euro '96, but that was a bit too young for me to properly remember him.
No,
Adams got
I
a
remember
new role.
U96 like it was yesterday, man.
Adams got a new role. He's
Well,
rugby.
96.
He's
I
rugby chairman.
remember '96, but like
I was
as
crying,
in
bruv.
like to
Why?
You were 96?
What when Southgate missed?
No, when Gascoigne stretched in, I missed.
Oh,
Listen.
I remember
Oh, you
watching
Nah,
that.
forget all that.
Nah, come on, man.
Adams is rugby chairman or something like
I saw that. Random. The world's gone mad, bro.
Go on, you say yours before I play this.
I'm gonna pick Scholesy. I'm gonna pick Paul Gascoigne.
Gaza.
And I'm gonna pick Ian Wright.
Ian, right.
Cannot not pick Ian
I
Wright.
want to
Man.
put this, what I put up on Instagram the other day.
I think Scholes' England career ended a bit too early now.
But I think that was a mix of.
But I don't belong to the tribe.
Oh,
This guy was on
I can
Arab TV
remember,
talking about the things,
but
innit?
I don't belong to the tribe.
my G.
I don't lose time in the tribe. I don't lose time in creating an image, in creating a position of privilege. I don't belong to the tribe. I have the situation that I have, the prestige that I have, only because of my work and because of my results. Nobody gave me nothing.
Nah, stop that. Bruh, have you seen the interview yet?
No, isn't it?
Not the whole thing. I've
Oh,
seen like 3 or
flipping
4
hell, man.
parts.
You know what he said there, yeah? It's all facts. But you know, people love to hate Mourinho and they say he's rubbish and that, blah, blah, blah. But you have to watch the whole thing.
No, but it's his attitude though.
But I ain't got a problem. His attitude was okay when he was winning all these trophies. I don't care.
No, but he didn't have the same attitude because his attitude changed once he started losing. And once,
Okay,
and once,
okay,
no, no,
maybe
and once
he's
his
a sore
tactics,
loser.
once his tactics started getting questioned a lot because he was losing, that's when he started to get
But
toxic.
in that same, it's so bad that Lamin's not here. Because in that same interview, he was talking about the power of being backed. He was saying how Man City,
Yeah,
he came in, it wasn't working the first season. Pep needed 4 new fullbacks.
Yeah.
And he bought 4 new fullbacks
Yeah.
all in that summer.
yeah, but not
He-
all
he
clubs
bought- he
operate.
bought-
yeah, but not
He bought
all
Claudio
clubs
Bravo.
operate.
He
with
bought
the
Claudio
checkbook,
Bravo.
though.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
And then what he needed another keeper. They backed him.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Klopp's come in, hasn't really won anything, but they backed him. And now look where they are. Do you get what I'm saying? If he had done the same thing, if they had allowed Mourinho to do what he needed to do,
I'm not buying that, bro.
you don't think so?
No, I'm
You
not
don't think
buying
if they
that.
backed him then? Because think about it, if he got them to second,
Fam, Man United got a good squad as it is. Yeah, what else do you need?
good enough to compete for the league.
I'm not saying this team is great, but I'm saying
Good enough to compete.
not all clubs operate with a
Okay,
checkbook.
are they good enough to
What do you need? Here's 160 mil, go and
Are
buy
they
who you
good
want.
enough to compete for the league?
Man United at
Yeah.
their best. Yes, they are.
You think though?
Yeah.
You think that current team is good enough?
Yes, I
to
do.
compete
I
with
do.
Liverpool
If all them
and
players
City.
are playing to their ability, yes, I do believe that they're good enough.
But then you can say that with a lot of teams. If
No,
you play
no,
to your
no.
team's either
no.
good.
Some
Listen,
teams, some
you're
teams,
telling me.
some teams can play to their utmost
What am I
ability,
saying?
and it's still not good enough. What are you talking about?
So you're telling me United, that team is good enough to.
To compete
To
for the
compete
league?
in the
Yes, yes, I believe so.
Okay, cool. So the season before,
Yeah.
where Mourinho finished second,
Yeah,
yeah, was that good?
that was what you mean. Him finishing second was good.
Him finishing second, was
yeah,
that good?
Yeah,
So then, to then go on to the next level,
yeah,
if he says this is what I need, because this is what I needed before to compete, he's now compete. If he says this is what I need to now go and compete with the actual league
yeah.
leaders, then why not just back him?
How much did all the other teams change around him from that one season to the other?
No, but you can't say that.
No, but no, I'm asking you.
You can't. Liverpool. Who did Liverpool get this summer? Liverpool did quite a bit of
Allison,
business.
KR,
Fam,
Shaqiri.
Spurs didn't buy no players and their team, and where are they in the league? Fam, it's not all about just money buying players. It's not what
No,
it's about, bro.
I hear that,
If you're a
but
good
sometimes
manager,
it is.
get the best
Tottenham-
out of who you have.
Okay, Tottenham.
Haven't-
Like, there's
didn't-
only so far they can go.
Fam, they didn't.
Like, this
yeah, but
ain't-
they're above United,
Yeah, now they're above
and they didn't.
United.
But they didn't buy any
Now-
players.
Okay, but hear this.
Not one player.
Okay, but hear this.
No?
Hear this. And I'm gonna stick my neck out and say this. Now they're without Son, Kane,
Kane,
Ali,
yeah,
like, and they didn't buy any players.
yeah,
So now, and who was it? I think it was Gary Neville was saying you can't rely on Harry Winks to be scoring them last minute
Yeah, of
headers.
course.
Like, so now you're going to see that they should have bought
yeah,
players.
because they've lost their best players, obviously.
No, regardless, it's a squad. Like throughout the season, you're going to.
You know, I'm not saying Spurs are justified for not buying any players. I think they were done for that. But I'm saying they're where they are without having to buy players, and United are where they are.
They're always going to really and truly, as long as Poch is there and whatever, they're going to compete. But they're
Yeah.
not going to. I can't see them going to the next level.
You know what it is? Because Mourinho lives by the creed of buy me what I want.
Yeah,
I'm not going to work with the youth. I'm not going to work with what you have me. Give me what I want, or that's it.
yeah, but that's his thing.
Because yeah, exactly. That's so him and Pep. They live by different rules than everyone else.
So no, not really. Because for Pep to carry it out, what he did, he had
Pep
to
lives by the
go out
same
and buy.
rules. Yeah, that's what
Am
I'm
I
saying.
lying?
That's what I'm saying. Pep and Mourinho both live by the checkbook.
Oh, I thought you were saying like that Pep's not like Mourinho in
No,
the fact
he
that
is
he
like
has to buy.
Mourinho. I'm saying
exactly.
those two are up there in terms of how they do things, and everyone else is below them. They're the only two managers I know that live and die by the checkbook. Buy me this, buy me this.
I don't
buy me
think
this, buy me
Pep
that.
lives and dies by a check.
He does.
but
He
you-
does.
no,
he
no,
does.
no, no.
Fam, he spent.
No.
He spent 200 million on fullbacks. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and then since he's done that big bulk of spending, what last season.
Yeah, because you don't need it.
whatever.
You don't need it no more. That's
No,
why.
but that's what I'm trying to say.
Wanted,
So what?
and now he's come.
If he has spread it out over a couple seasons, it'll be okay.
I'm not saying spread out or buy it in bulk. I'm just saying he bought his team, innit?
But then you still have to get those people to play.
Yeah, but it's easier when you buy people who are very capable.
Not really, because he bought Walker. Walker's not capable. He still gets him to
Walker
play.
is capable.
Nah,
Walker's not
Walker's dead.
capable.
I think he's personally.
You think it's shit?
Walker's rubbish.
It's not rubbish.
Walker's rubbish.
It's not rubbish.
Walker's
like
good.
him.
Walker's good at attacking.
I'm not saying Walker's a great.
Walker's good at attacking.
Praise,
Nah,
but
I
it's
think
not
that's
shit.
a
No,
myth as well.
wait. Walker's good at attacking.
All right, so what do you think Pep done to get the best out of Walker?
He played him in a system that he thrives in. But then, was it you that said last week or the week before that if you look at it, the big games,
Yeah,
Walker, he doesn't play Walker.
It'll bring him out. But the thing is, you know what? With like Pep, when you start like when you throw the price tag, sometimes it's a bit harsh. He's at Man City where they've got money, so
Yeah.
if he comes, if I look, I want to come and buy Yussuf. Like the chairman's thinking, hey, you know what? They've got like bottomless pockets.
Yeah.
Let's try and milk it for what it is.
Yeah.
So man are going for what they shouldn't really be going for.
Yeah.
Like price wise. On top of that as well, like it's a bit different with Poch because like Poch is at Tottenham and Tottenham notoriously don't really spend money. So he's going to have more time to do or to get the team up to a level. Do you get me?
Yeah, I get what you're
Whereas
saying.
when you come into a place like your Man Uniteds, your Man Cities, people might say, oh, you're going to have time. But really, there's no time. You lose 2 or 3 games, like, and then it's like, nah, he's got to go. People were going, remember, like, it's Pep's first season, people were like, nah, you can't come here and like play ball like the way you do abroad. And you know what I mean? People were kind of looking like, nah, oh, look, he's not that good. But then, obviously, like, the money, of course, it does help. Then he buys the players that he needs. Look, I need this for now. This is what's going to help me. And then all of a sudden, it's from, he's not good to,
And then-
he just buys success. But
And then he's not really in the summer. Who did he add? Mahrez.
it's just like 1 or 2 now.
Yeah, do you get what I'm trying
But
to say?
the thing is, when Pep took over, it was kind of like a
But they
like
slated him.
overhaul
They slated him after his
of a
first
squad
season.
as well. He
Yeah.
was trying
After
to,
his first season, they slated him.
No, the thing
No.
is, I ain't saying Pep's not a good manager. Pep's a good manager regardless of money or not. But he needs, like, Pep couldn't go to Tottenham. Well, I can use another team. Where are you, Tottenham? So I don't think Pep could go to Tottenham and get the best out of that squad. He'll have to go and buy players. Whereas another manager might come in and...
I think Pep could go Tottenham and have them still competing at the level they're at now.
Arsenal?
no one can.
No, Arsenal are just... I'll tell you why with Arsenal is different, because the players actually aren't good enough. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he came Arsenal, we had Alderweireld, Vertonghen at the back. Do you get what I'm saying?
Our team is
It's very different.
We have 4 good players. That's it.
Who, Arsenal?
I don't know, but when Pep was at when he's at Barcelona B, like he won the league there, he wouldn't have had like no money to do that.
Yeah. But Barcelona B, that's not the same thing.
No, but you still got
But
to do it.
It's a
You
team
still got to
with
win.
like no money.
Yeah,
Or
but...
it's a team where there's not money pumped in and he's just got to work with.
Yeah, but...
what he's got.
but
They're gonna be top players, don't
But,
get me wrong.
are the other teams in the league pumping money in? No. So everyone's on the same playing field.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And he
But
won.
he's playing in a league
Yeah,
where
but
everyone's.
remember, I didn't
pumping
say he
money.
wasn't a good manager. As I said, he's a good manager regardless.
No,
but,
but you're saying he's a checkbook manager.
but he is, though, really.
Nah. I think he buys
Okay.
the players.
All right.
I think
Perfect
that's
example,
harsh.
yeah.
Oh,
It's very harsh.
Pep couldn't go to a new team and not, in his first season not buy a bunch of players that he wants.
But most managers can't do
because
that.
he's got his style,
Yeah.
and he knows the players that are capable of implementing.
How many managers do you know that can come into a team and look at the team and think, okay, this is enough. We can just keep going and win the league or whatever. It doesn't happen.
Now, obviously, you have to improve and whatnot, but I don't know, man. I think I'm a bit blinded by it being Man City and the
Probably
club
right.
being that way.
Do you know what it is? Because
know what I mean?
you hear
Because Man City as
Walker's
a club,
doing well, 50 mil.
they did
Just
buy
won
their
50
success
mil,
when they
blah,
got
blah, blah.
taken over by
Of
the...
course,
You know what I mean?
it's
So
the same like
I
Chelsea.
think that's what it is. In my head, I'm thinking, is it Pep or is it Man City?
I think it's Pep because when you look at Man City, they've bought bare people in the past. They've not just started buying people since thingy, but no manager has got them playing like they're walking.
City-
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
do you get what I'm saying?
because this is their best group of players they've had since they've had the Arab takeover now?
But
don't
no,
know.
do you know
I
what?
don't think so.
But when you look at it,
don't know.
you know if you go like man for man, let's say like last season when they were breaking records.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you go man for man, like
I don't think
when
it is the best- the
when they
best
first
team.
got Edison,
Oh, yeah.
like who really knew Edison? And people were probably thinking, who's Edison? I'd
Yeah.
take Check.
Fam.
I'd take Aspilicueta.
Yeah.
I'd take Aspilicueta.
Aspilicueta.
Sorry, I'd take Courtois.
Yeah.
You had obviously Mendy started left back, then he got injured, and then so you got Delphin there. Right back, Walker. Some like him. I'm not sold on him personally.
Mm.
You got John Stones, starter last season.
Who bought John Stones? Was it Pep?
Yeah. But when he first come, like in the first
It was
season,
in and out, in and out.
and people were like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not too sure. Otamendi, for me, like good on the ball, but poor defender.
Mm.
So already the back four's not the strongest, or like pound for pound, it's not the strongest. Do you get me? You got Sane. When Sane first comes in, no one knows who Sane is. It's only because he come and what he's done this season. So like, last season. So now people say, Sane. Gabriel Jesus, same sort of thing. So there's a lot of boys in there who are not, who when they first come were not ready made.
And
but
on top
they've
of
come
that,
up to that.
Yeah.
level.
on top
Do you
of
get
that,
me?
there are
That's
players who were there from before who have excelled and gone to a different level.
Yeah,
Do you get what
yeah.
I'm saying? David Silva under him, I think he's playing his best football now.
Yeah, he's got
I think
he's
playing
like a
best
fine
football
wine.
now.
He's getting better.
Sterling, of course.
I think Fernandinho
Yeah,
is unreal.
Raheem, Fernandinho,
Fernandinho's
Bernardo Silva.
unreal.
Like, all of these boys
Sterling's a
have-
great
have
example.
come on.
Look how he's developed. He's
No,
a great example.
But this is what I'm saying. But so take all like at the start of last season, if you put whatever their best 11 was against the best 11 of Chelsea last season or whoever, you'd have looked at it and says, I don't know about this Man City team, but it's not because of what they've been able to do.
Yeah.
We now look at them as like, wow, they're up there. But if you go like pound for pound, like Liverpool, you like say you go goalkeepers, Alisson v Edison. I suppose that can kind of go either way. If you go like left backs, like Mendy or Robertson, for me, Robertson is probably the best left back in the league. If you go right backs, Kyle Walker or Trent, I'd probably go Trent personally. If you go centre backs,
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk and Gomez over Stones and Otamendi or company.
Van Dijk, and I'll go Van Dijk.
Do you see what I'm saying? So pound for pound, they're not the best there. If you go like even with like attacks,
You know what?
But then when you go for attacks,
You actually
like,
make a good point still.
they
No,
are- in fact, Liverpool,
you've
Mane
got-
is actually really dangerous. I'm sorry,
Look,
Lamin,
but you look at the front three, like Mane,
Yeah.
Salah, Firmino, monster as a front three. You look at City's front three, fantastic as well. But then Arsenal got a good front three. So there's like in each of them, same like in midfield, up front and defense. If you go across all the teams, like people can rival them in each of them positions. So there's something else that has to come into play. Pep.
Is
in
that
front
Pep's
of the
book?
book.
As you,
That's just
Okay.
for me personally.
look at God. I didn't even realize that was his book there. You know what? You just actually made a good point still. You have.
Yeah, I really like
have.
him.
I really like
I
it.
really like him.
Yeah.
What's this book called? Confidential.
I really
That's the one
like
when
it.
he's at Bayern. But there's a second one, like his first season at City. But like, don't get me wrong, it's like, of course, he has spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like, I remember I was reading like Johan Cruyff's book, and like he was talking about people that spend money. And he says, I've never seen a Czech score a goal on a football pitch. I thought like it's true. Like you can get everyone in there, but you've got to make them gel.
Yeah, no.
And
You're
it's
right.
a long time, 38 game seasons. People have pumped money into teams before and not won it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, I don't want Liverpool to win the league. I don't think they will. But if they don't win it this year, like, that's a lot of money they've pumped in.
Yeah.
How much was Alisson? Was he 80?
No.
70, was he?
That's a lot of money.
I think
75,
Liverpool have
was
to
it?
win
Or
something
was
this
that-
season.
was that-
Have to
oh,
win
yeah.
something.
Klopp's not under pressure.
He's
but
not,
he should
but
be
he's
under
FA
pressure.
Cup, something.
I don't think he should.
do you know what's mad? Those people who are like those little rumblings like, of people who think Klopp should be gone. If he doesn't win anything, it's gonna be so loud. Like it's gonna hold on, you just finished the season, and you know all of a sudden all the progress will be forgotten. It will just be like Liverpool, you didn't win anything,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden
Again.
yeah, all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's just like nah, you need to go. We spent all this money and blah blah blah. Forget about the fact that you're actually competing.
But the thing is, despite the fact that they ain't won anything, I think he's still good for them.
no, he is.
I think he's great for them.
He is.
No, he's good. 'cause
Regardless.
He's
Regardless of the-
he's
if-
improved them.
I mean, he's improved them. He's got the team morale, spirit,
Yeah.
the relationship
He's
with
just
the players.
he's
a good manager, man manager.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
he's good for that club, and he
Yeah.
kind of he's got the passion that the fans buy into.
Yeah. To me,
I'd like him
he's
to
almost like
be-
an Arsene Wenger of Liverpool. Like I could see him there for years and not winning anything. But because the potential of winning something one day is there, Just keep him on, keep him on, keep him on.
I'd imagine the majority like him. I know there's a minority because like after the City game, especially, you hear like some people saying like, "Nah, he should be gone." I think that's very, very harsh.
No, I don't think so.
Because Liverpool have been, I mean, like in the last let's say 10, 15 years, when Gerrard slipped, that year when Brendan Rodgers was manager,
SAS.
I was
SAS.
Team Huddle on the picture.
Suarez,
Triple S, was it? Yeah.
Sturridge and Sterling.
Sterling, yeah.
But that year, where they pushed it to the end, there was Benitez had a season when Torres was flying and they finished second. But like Brendan Rodgers has pushed them the closest, like to winning a league since they last won a league, which would have been 1990. So I think like Klopp doing what he's doing, like you just got to leave him to it.
That's it, man. But it's the game and the time we live in that you can get all this progress, and what's mad is that it might just be a thing of just sticking with him and a trophy will come, but eventually Pep's gonna go.
Yeah,
and then if he's still there,
Pep has a 3-4 year plan. Innit?
I truly believe he would have. The Klopp would have like not walked the league, but he probably would have won the league this season.
What if Pep wasn't there?
If Pep wasn't there,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Same way if Pep wasn't there last year, United would have won it.
Yeah,
Imagine that. But he's a rubbish manager. But then if he got them to win the league, do you know what I mean? He'll go down in history.
Who?
Mourinho.
Mourinho's not a rubbish manager. He just has a bad attitude.
But
he has a bad attitude.
I think he does get like, is sour the word?
Yeah.
Like after a while, like it's just you look at any team he's been at, like after 2-3 years, it's like
Fam,
he has bust up with the
there's
players.
a pattern.
And,
there's a recurring theme.
I hear that.
You know
But,
what I mean?
but he'll still get a top job. And
Yeah, of course he was. But
he will when he can, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? But
I'll take Mourinho today.
seeing as we're talking about managers,
Yeah.
we're going to talk one of your favourites as well. Sorry.
Shout out, sorry. Hey, what? I rate him though.
The thing is,
I rate that. Thing is, why is everyone so sensitive, bruv? Like, they're big men, you know.
bruv, hear this.
Big
Oh
men.
my god, they're big
Bruv,
men.
I lie.
Listen,
How can I not be able to say you something to you and you're
They're
gonna get
big
moody?
men, bruv.
bruv,
How are you ever gonna improve if I can't tell you
Exactly.
what's going wrong?
they are coming for him.
It's nonsense.
Saying once you call out your players in the media, it's over for you.
Yeah, because they're prima donnas, that's why.
Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, these are like you lot said, they're big men. It's professional.
Yeah, but you know
football.
what it is? Egos, all that shit comes into play.
I'm not going to totally back him.
Worse now than years.
I'm not going to totally back him. Do you think though, at the same time, he's missing something and he's too stubborn for
Yeah,
his own good?
striker.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely missing a striker, but his insistence on playing Hazard in a false nine.
And why is he playing Kante out of
dropping-
position as well?
Okay, there's that one, but dropping Giroud when they look more of a goal threat
RDG, you know.
with Giroud up top.
He'll mix
But-
it up
but
in
he
the end,
keeps-
but it's
Nah,
it's-
because
it's,
he keeps-
it's-
I think he's making a big mistake there, you know.
he might be, but it's his first season. It's like when Pep come here
I know,
first
but
season.
it's clear to see.
You say it's clear to see, but
It is clear to see. They're much bigger. Like, so who did they play last week?
Arsenal.
So the Arsenal match, Hazard did nothing until Giroud come on. Like Hazard, as much as he can play false nine,
yeah,
he's better in his position coming off the wing or whatever, or doing that roam. So the moment you pushed him out there, and then they've got that focal point up top, they looked more dangerous, and that's always the case when they play.
no, I hear that, but it's a similar thing. Like like we were saying about like the first season, like how Pep looked a certain way. It come to the end of it, and he's like, look, he's done that.
I have no doubts.
I
about that.
need this, that, the other.
I have no doubts about that.
That's how Sarri plays. Sarri never really plays with a traditional number 9. He plays with a false 9.
I hear that.
So he's
but
trying to
didn't he have Milik, whatever his name is?
He'd had Callahan, Mertens, and Insigne were the main boys.
And but the difference is though, with them three, they knew the system so well and they played to such a level where it was okay. But
he'd been doing that, but he'd done it for such a long period to get them to that. He's only come to Chelsea yesterday. This is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he's bad or he's terrible.
No, I know you're not saying that, but it's
the same thing.
On the, like, you know how like the media are kind of doing it, like, you know, like start of the season when they won 3 or 4 games against nobodies, everyone was going, sorry. Jorginho. Everyone was loving it.
On that Jorginho
Then
subject.
you lose a few, and then it's like, nah, what are you doing type thing. People only remember the thing that happened yesterday. They don't remember 2, 3, 4 months ago.
On that Jorginho thing, people been ripping him as well, yeah. But I like Jorginho, and I think once Sarri gets his proper team, everyone's gonna come back to liking Jorginho.
They will. Next week they'll like him, and then the next week they're gonna.
The thing is, as well though, Kante.
I know, but what can you do?
He has to, because the thing is, the way he plays, Jorginho needs to be in it. Kante can't do Jorginho's job. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, Jorginho can't do Kante's job, and a lot of the time, he's that guy that does a pivot.
Who, Jorginho?
Yeah. He's the guy that plays and sets tempo and whatever and keeps things moving. But once it comes to like the defensive side of things, he goes like he's not able to do it. Whereas someone like a Busquets, who I didn't obviously in the beginning I didn't realize this, but he can do that side of the game too. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you've got to put someone, either play him with alongside someone who can do that, or just don't play him at all. Do you get what I'm saying? So Kante being so far forward, and I said from early, I saw it from early, it's not it. So what's he gonna do? Because he can get away with that in Italy, I reckon, but I don't think he can get away with that in the Prem for too long.
He'll sort it out. Like it's his first season. He's learning the Prem as well. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all new to him. He will come and think, I can do this. But he'll be sitting there thinking, all right, look, I want to do this, but this can't work, or against this team, this doesn't work. So he'll have to tailor what he wants to do, but he's got his philosophy, and he's not gonna. He's an old man, old stubborn man. He ain't not gonna change from his philosophy, and he's only come to Chelsea 2 days. You got to remember, Chelsea traditionally are a counter-attacking team. He's come now and trying to make them a possession-based team. Doesn't happen overnight, but it will against Huddersfield and Brighton's, as it has done. But the bigger games, you've seen it doesn't work like that. It's a work in progress.
Arsenal will get top
What
4?
work in progress happened overnight? I never
Arsenal
seen
will
one.
get top 4.
No.
Do you think United will?
More chance than us.
Listen, Arsenal are playing Europa League football for the foreseeable future.
For a while still.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future.
Let me see if this guy picks up his phone.
Who we calling? Crosser.
You're a caller.
I bet he doesn't pick up. He knows whenever we record, he never picks up.
No, he will, man.
Oh no, they're playing right now, isn't it?
Who?
Oh. Hey, Crosser. Crosser, you're live on the Counter Attack podcast.
How you doing, man? You alright?
What's going on, Crosser?
What's going on, Crosser?
Sat Crosser.
It's me, Spence, and Big Man Yus.
May I just ask why they call you Crosser?
Pardon me?
Why did
Who
they?
is it?
Me, Spence, and Big Man Yus.
Special guest.
Okay. How you not doing, right?
All good, man. All good.
Quick question.
Fire away, lads.
Sorry. Is he? Are you liking him? Do you think he's missing a trick with Jorginho? Does Kante come back in? Does Kante stay where he is?
Well, Sarri's one of the best Italian managers in the world, so
He's not even Italian.
I think we ain't missed the trick there.
Is he Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I thought it was Argentinian. You're lucky. Go ahead.
Pardon me?
I thought it was Argentinian.
Who's Sarri?
Yeah.
No, he's Italian. He's Italian.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
man. Go on.
Maurizio. Yeah. He plays one of the best football in the Premiership, but you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, lads. It's boring at the moment. I don't like this side to side back. Our defenders has had more touches of the ball than most midfielders in the Premiership. It don't make no sense. Yeah. At the moment, we're in transition, and it's not. We ain't had a bad season, because if it was Woolwich would be happy with being fourth.
Oh, you always. Why do we have to bring Arsenal into it?
If it was United would be happy to be fourth at the moment. But me being Chelsea, it's like being fourth. It's still an achievement, because obviously you got people like Liverpool who spent nearly $1 billion in 28 years. You got a City who spent $1 billion in 10 months. Yeah, they're leaps ahead. Yeah, we're a team in transition. We got Pedro. Pedro's like 31. We got Hazard. Hazard, he's been in England for about 8 years. He had like 2 decent seasons.
Oh wow, you're actually being honest today for once.
Pardon me?
You're actually being honest for once.
I know, but this is what I'm trying to say to you. he's still better than the whole Arsenal in this field. But he's this is the level. This is the level. Because obviously it's not good enough for Chelsea, but for other teams it will be good enough. Yeah, it will be good enough. For other teams in the Premiership, Hazard will be good enough. Yeah.
Do you think?
For my standard of football, I don't think that's good enough. Do I think he could go to Real Madrid?
No.
I don't think he could go to Real Madrid. At Real Madrid, you have to go against Las Palmas and perform. They expect you to score a hat trick against Barcelona.
But
my man's gone.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say very quickly. Oh yeah, Higuain. Are you happy about that? If you don't get him,
he's the best Argentinian striker there ever been.
Definitely trolling there, man.
Whoa. Chelsea got the best of everything.
I'm gonna keep it real. Now, yeah. I have to keep it real, yeah. I have to defend the team in it, yeah. I have to defend the team first, yeah. So I ain't gonna go against the grain and say that, yeah. But it's like, for me, it's pointless. It's pointless even because we don't create enough chances around the box for him. He needs someone who's just gonna rip it in. Do you understand? Hazard and that, they like try to do all these tricks and flicks and back heels around the box. And they like to pass it in the goal. We're not Barcelona, we're Chelsea. We're dirty long balls up front, giving a couple of elbows, stop the ball off, comfortable, nice. Will that make sense? All this tricks and flicks, I don't care for it. Like I don't mind. Like, we're Chelsea. We win 1-0. We don't try and do that 5-0 and that. That's Arsenal. Leave that to Woolwich.
Right, cool. But yeah, listen, is the match on now? Tottenham, Chelsea?
That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Oh, is that tomorrow? What day is it tomorrow? Thursday?
Yeah.
Why is it getting played on Thursday?
God knows.
I'm gonna say this live, yeah. Tomorrow, yeah, we're expected to beat Tottenham. If we can't beat Tottenham, my season's over. I'm being serious. My season ticket, I'm putting that on the website. Someone can have it for the rest of the season, and I'm gonna have the biggest comeback next year. It's over. If we don't beat Tottenham, my mate Fat Tell, yeah, he said to me, if we don't beat Tottenham tomorrow, we're not going. He said, we're not going. I said, you know what, bro? I said, Fat Tell, you're right, because we should be beating them. Yeah, we should be beating them. We're not United. We're not going to celebrate beating them 1-0. We should be beating them 3-0. It's only Tottenham.
Cool.
Yeah?
You need to win. No Kane, no Son, no Dele Alli.
Yeah.
It
don't matter. It don't matter. You need to catch up with them.
Oh.
You don't need to catch up with them. Because you're making them look good.
Catch up in terms of...
Well, that's their golden generation, but you're making them look good. They're the biggest team in North London. After Barnet. They're the biggest team in North London.
What makes them the biggest team in North London? Why would they be the biggest team in North London?
Spence, they've been bigger than you lot in the last 5 years, mate.
But we won more trophies. We've won more trophies in that time.
Depends what we're looking at. As a football team, yeah, they're better than us. In terms of being bigger than us, they can't.
They're not even better than you lot. I'm going to keep it real with you. They're not even better with you. See the way you lot played on Saturday, yeah? You lot bullied us, and that's the first time I've seen Chelsea get bullied. You lot were treating us like how we used to treat you.
Yeah, Drogba days.
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. You lot were throwing the elbows. You were doing nice, and you lot done your bits, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, they are better. At the moment, they are better than you lot. And when you lot beat them, it's like you lot are celebrating. You lot are expected to beat them, and that's why I'm disappointed in United fans. Because when they beat Tottenham, they were celebrating like it was an upset. Like they were playing Barcelona. It's only fucking Tottenham.
Alright, cool. Alright, Costa.
Yeah. I'm going to come up there soon for a live show, though. But you got to get ready, though. If we don't win tomorrow, please, no one talk to me because I'm not watching football until next year.
Alright, cool.
Hold on.
Right,
Take it easy, Crossa.
Bruh. Crossa.
Oh, he's a character, man. I love that.
Wow, these Chelsea goggles are so strong. The best Argentinian striker.
Why is it called Crosser? I know it probably sounds bait, innit? But
I don't even know.
Oh.
Why they call it
I don't know.
I thought it was a good on a wing.
Without his Chelsea goggles, he's cross-eyed. So, probably why. But yeah, very quickly, I had a couple questions, but I'm just going to say one quickly and I'm going to get out of there. Let me just go to one. Okay, so shout out Castro _2 guy on Instagram.
Shout him out.
What was his ones? Ugh. Who's the best central defensive midfielder in the league?
Torreira.
No, he's not. And then he says suggestions. Listen to his suggestions. Kante, Milner, Fernandinho, Fabinho, Jorginho, Dyer, Matic, Xhaka, Ward-Prowse, Ruben Neves. Yeah. And then he said, and then I said, LOL, some of those names shouldn't even be mentioned. He said, I'm just making it more competitive. For him, really, it's Kante, Fernandinho, and Milner only. You may not agree with Milner, but you've got to look deep into what he does and offers Liverpool compared to the rest of the Liverpool midfield. And I said, Milner should not be there. And he said, he's won more than the rest, though. Aye, Castro. Aye, I got to rate him. He's forever in the comments.
Yeah,
man.
he's active.
He's forever in the comments. I rate that. Shout out Castro. Best defense. Number one, Castro. Milner should never be there. As he's efficient, but he should never be there. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's not. I think like a DM is more of a specialized position. He can definitely play in centre mid.
Sorry, off the topic. No, it's still on topic. Ruben Neves, before I forget. Did you see his passes the other day?
Nah, not seen.
Have you heard about
I've
it?
heard about it.
The
Not
one
seen it.
pass that went over the top to...
The Leicester game, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did one pass over the top, peach. But the next pass he done, the way he cut, bro, player. But yeah,
I
go
need
on.
to see. Like I said it for a long time. Like for me, the top boy is Fernandinho from last season. Like he didn't really get the ratings he should have last season, but he was up until about February. Yeah, about February, he had a little, not the greatest spell a little bit after, but up until about February, he was the best. Easy.
Nah, I would say, no, you know what? I'll still say Kante. No, it's Fernandinho, but I still say Kante straight after him. Jorginho, no. Neves. I do like Torreira a lot, actually. But I'm just
obviously I'll go, but a little bit of an Arsenal bias, but
I'm trying to think. Who else
I
is
think
there?
Torreira's wicked, but the only thing with Torreira is I've
don't
only,
like
like
it when he
up
pushes on too much.
until this season. This season's the first time I've seen him. So like
Yeah,
to
same.
say, I think he's wicked,
Mm.
but I don't know if I can say, he's the best just
No,
based
no,
off
no.
seeing
No,
him
he ain't the best.
for
I'm just
4 or
banning.
5 months. No, or even like if you say your top 2 or 3. Like I've only seen him for like 4 or 5 months. I
You
don't know
know
if I
what?
can say that.
Yeah.
I know people are going to be like, what? How could you put him there? I've still got to put Matic there, I've still got to throw him in. I like Matic. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people have been rinsing him, but I've not heard anyone really complain about him the last couple of games when they're happy.
Yeah, last couple games. I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's how things are. When
he's
you're
probably-
playing well, you don't hear complaints, isn't
He's
it?
probably not fallen off, but he's probably like, and this is the whole thing, form versus if that's actually you. Do you get what I'm saying? He might have been off form a bit, but I still put him in the top 3. 100%. 100%. So who did I say? Fernandinho.
Fernandinho, Kante, Matic.
Probably Matic.
What were they again? Kante's definitely in there.
Yeah. Even though I'm not really liking Kante's
But Fernandinho's my top boy.
new role. You put Xhaka in there.
Yeah, of course.
Ward-Prowse. You know, I legit don't know what he contributes apart from free kicks. Honestly, free kicks and corners. That's literally all I know about Ward-Prowse. If I miss it, I put Fabinho in there.
I don't know how you can put thing in there. Dyer.
Oh, shocking! Look at that.
I can't have him in there.
To be honest, I think he's just giving us suggestions. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think he's. You know who I liked? That one for Everton. Is it Guy? Guy? I don't even know how to say his name. Gueye.
Gueye.
He's just busy. He's not. I'm not saying he's the best or whatever, but he's just mad busy. Like, so, no, I think he's decent. But yeah, I think that would be it from us. Oh no, yours. Quickly,
What's that?
DMs in the league.
Oh, Kante, Fernandinho, and Torreira.
Kante.
I'm gonna say Torreira just for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal allegiance.
Yeah, Kante, Fernandinho.
All right, guys.
And
that would be
Frimpong.
it for us. Oh, hello. How are you?
Do you remember Frimpong?
Yeah, Emmanuel Frimpong.
Oh, no. The Nilsson's got to be better than him. The Nilsson's got
That
to be
we had some whole players, man. Wow.
The Nilsson.
Frimpong.
Hey, Gilbert was such a player,
Yeah.
Oh, flipping oh.
We
Gilberto.
had some good ones. Gilberto, Edu. We had some
No,
top
but let's
players.
not be like. I think Eddie was only like he really
Eddie-
come in that final season.
Eddie was good, man.
No, he was good, but that final season was when he really
Came into his own, innit?
nailed it. Yeah. He was just all right before then.
Yeah, because he had everyone else. He didn't need to step up
Yeah, exactly.
when he needed to
Right,
step
needed
up.
to.
It's a bit like Gilberto. When Vieira was about, Gilberto was kind of just.
No,
He was just Gilberto.
Gilberto was good from the get go.
No,
Right.
when Gilberto was the main man, when Vieira and everyone had
Fam,
left.
he was the first Brazilian player with no skills. Gilberto.
Gilberto was because Vieira was better. That's why you didn't notice him.
No, do you remember? I'm talking about when Arsenal were not like proper Arsenal, and he was like captain. Them early Emirates days, we'd have like 5-6 games in a row where he would just score all the time.
Gilberto,
Gilberto Silva,
I can't remember when he was.
It's a
scoring.
score.
I can't remember when he was scoring.
bruv. There was early Emirates days. He was like top boy. Like there was a period where he was just running the show for us.
1 second. I'm gonna Google his goal record, Arsenal.
No, his goal record is going to be poor, but
Yeah, exactly. So
I think but
if
he's
it's poor,
saying-
then that
no,
means he
but-
must have scored about 4 goals in 4 consecutive games. That's it.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm exaggerating.
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But
17
he was
goals.
not.
He got 17 goals in 170 appearances.
He was
He only made 170
performance wise, like he was proper, like putting the team on his back.
He was he was Mr. Consistent. Like,
He had that shot.
and yeah,
That peak.
the peak, and then he'd never get a yellow card. I remember one time the commentator was saying, "How is he not got booked now?" You know, the ones when you blatantly stop a counter attack,
Yeah,
and he was
that's
fighting.
what you
fighting
need,
with
man.
the
You need more players like that, man.
But yeah. All right, cool. Well, guys, we're out. Don't forget, by the time this comes out, it's going to be your last day to like vote for us at the Screen Nation Awards.
Vote. Get your boys that award.
Get us that award, guys.
Who are you?
And Yeah.
Do a speech and that if we win.
you can do the speech.
I'm
Just-
good at public speaking, to be fair.
Yeah, but just don't take too long. Do you know what I'm saying? Just big up everyone that's black. I know that's what Spence is gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
Spence is gonna come with his Marcus Garvey talk, man.
No,
First of all, I'm big up everyone in the audience that's black.
the curtains that are black. But yeah, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, Spotify, YouTube, all of that,
Everywhere.
wherever it is. And get at us. We're out.
easy.
Peace.
Nice one.